Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle birthday fragment from CZT Jessica Davies. This one just caught my eye. It's a grid pattern, but it has so many options, and it's a fragment. I'll show you what it looks like in a grid, but we'll just do the fragment for now. And that will be one box of a grid for those that you might not be familiar with the term fragment, at least in Zentangle ease. All right, so this is one box. Let's get that to be nicer. Oh, there we go. All right, starts off diagonal with a big curve, a curve line going from one corner to the other. It's going to look big because this is on, this is just one box, like that. And then, now I'm turning my tile especially because it's a big curve, and instead of doing this with my hand, use the natural curve when you plant your hand, the heel of your hand, down here, and just let it do its thing. You get a little more consistency, and it's kind of nice that way. All right. Then, while it's in this position, we're going to do another curve, but just going out, extending it out a little bit further, like so, on both sides. Okay. Then, we're going to aura. This is the way I found it easiest to think about this next step. Instead of thinking, I'm just going to put a little triangle here. Better to think of it this way. And if you want, you could start from the corner like this. I'm just putting a dot just for example. And you're going to essentially aura the corner, but have it, stop at this line. So you decide, what distance. Maybe you stick with it. Although, maybe you don't. Sometimes the pen wants to do what the pen wants to do, but we are going to fill that in. Let's do the other side. And I personally just try to match that distance. But as you know, at Zentangle, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Okay, like that. Now, we're going to fill these in. Oh, let's get the graphic one for that job. So, if something went awry on this stage, you can course correct. You can only course correct bigger. So, and that would mean, let's look here. Because this one, yeah, so if I was being super picky, like, this line kind of went in a little bit, this way. So I could just take that line, make it a little straighter, like that. Okay, so that's what I mean by you can only go bigger. Because if it's like, I went out this way too far, there's no, we're not going to fix that one. Although, this is what's fun about Zentangle, and when you want to make something better, could just think outside of the box, because while this section is designated to be filled in, you could do something else. So, like, if you went too far this way, here's what we're going to do. Well, let's just look at the next step, and then I can describe. So we're going to put a straight line between connecting those corners, essentially coffering it. I like learning new words. I learned that one a little while ago, and I keep using it, so that way it just stays in my head. So what you could do, if it works, you could maybe fill this in with gray. Well, let's see. Well, if you did the line this way, if you filled in, say, this section solid, and maybe this section with graphite, and that so you always have options. We just have to think outside of the box. Okay, so this is it essentially. But let's let's do the shading as I did on my little 4 square. And what I did here is in the seed, just because I think it looks neat, and I'm doing really big ones, just some light lines. And so I'm lifting up the pen so you can see, like this. It's a little flick of the wrist. It's all in the wrist. That's what it is, yeah. So that way, you see the taper there, right? And so what if they're not, it doesn't matter, however they turn out. Although I kind of like it to have the middle one longer, it doesn't matter. And then, let's use some graphite. And you don't, I mean, this is one of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You could just shade the seed shape in. And I'm just going to, I'm doing the inside. I'm leaving that outside the way it is. Let's just bring this in towards the center. You could just leave it at the lines too. You could put more in. That I like that look. It's kind of an old worldy type of look. I kind of like with both, but that's, you know, it's up to you. All right. Then I'm just going to I'm going to shade in, and I'm going to use this as a fill in. And when you fill in, you don't have to fill in solid with the graphite, because you can use the Tortillion. Let's get it in there so I don't get it out off the outside of the lines. But see how, look at how it blends it in, and it just spreads it out. So you don't have to put a whole lot, and then you can control the shade of your gray then too. Let's do that, and let's do this side too. This makes me think of Cubine, which is a neat, 3D tangle where it creates like a box, and so that's what you do. You have dark, medium, and light, which just kind of helps with that 3D effect, like that. And this one, it just has seeds on top of it. So, just a really, really neat tangle. And of course, you can decorate it however you wish. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link that's in the description section, so you can get some ideas, because she has some really cute ideas. Putting print tops in one. I really like that. I like the way she did it. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. Just really, really neat. But here's what it looks like in a 4 square. With the let's see, let me do this that direction. So I have them going around. You could have them all pointing in. You could have them all going the same direction if you want. It's completely up to you. But just, really, really neat. So I wanted to show that off just so you get a picture. But again, she shows that in her step out. So do take a look. I also do my own version, so you will find that there as well in the description section. If you've enjoyed this, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more while you're clicking, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well. Below the links to the step outs in the description section, you will find my Linktree link, and that will connect you with all of the links that I have decided to put on there. So there's links to a Facebook page where you can follow me there. Our amazing Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. So if you want to hang out with some other tanglers, come and join us. There are 4 questions you have to answer to gain entry, just so you're aware. And I'll link my other social media. Unfortunately, I seem to spend most of my time on Facebook. I try to go through it at least, the things on Instagram. And there's unfortunately, seems like not too much activity on Pinterest. It's just, they're all different formats, and I haven't been putting things on. It's a time issue. But anyway, sometime I will get things, get back to posting on there. And let's see, what else is on there? Just, other great things. To let you know also, I do classes twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, my time here in Michigan, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. We do the same content in both sessions. I started doing this way back It's a way back now, and it just stuck to it because once you're doing it and it's so much fun. That's what we do. So you can come to both, come to one, whatever works in your time schedule. We have people that come to both. It's so much fun. And the free ones that I do are Tangle Time. Now I'm like, oh, I should have waited. We could have had so much fun with this. I try to do a new tangle every time, just because. But sometimes we'll add something in that we've done before and stuff. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. Come and join us. Like I said, those ones are free. There is, actually, the time of this recording, coming up this Tuesday, on the third Tuesday of the month, I have Tough Tangle Tuesday. That one is free also. That is for gluttons for punishment. I seek out some tough tangles. I do take suggestions and things, and just picking the ones that are just harder on a number of levels. It could just be just that it's a lot of concentration type of thing. So anyway, come and check us out. I do have some paid classes as well, so you can see that on my website. And there's I do have a club, a subscription membership. So if you are interested, you can check that out too. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.